everyone, I'm Kelly D, and today we are going to make a delicious recipe from a cruciferous vegetable. That's right, we'll be using the broccoli today. We're going to be making broccoli casserole. This vegetable is great for you, and this dish that we're making today is a great side dish you can use for lunch or for dinner. It's really easy to make. So now let's go over the ingredients. We have 3 large broccoli crowns. Now we would have cut them up into some small bite-sized pieces. We're gonna cut off the bottom part, then we're gonna cut the florets from the back. We don't want to disturb how the crown looks. We're gonna cut the florets from the back and cut them into some small bite-sized pieces. We have 3 medium-sized tomatoes. We're also going to cut these bite-sized. This is going to add additional flavor to our broccoli. We have 1 tablespoon of virgin olive oil. We have some freshly grated cheddar cheese for our garnish, and 2 cloves of garlic freshly grated, and salt and pepper to taste. Our first step is to steam our broccoli. Now we're going to put it over a medium heat. Be careful now. Put the florets in. We're not going to put them directly into the water because we're steaming them. We're going to put them into a saucepan with water that is already boiling and allow it to cook for about 5 or so minutes. It still must remain firm, not too limp, not too tender, because we're going to bake afterwards. And while our broccoli is cooking, we're going to go ahead and we're going to prepare our tomatoes. So we're going to add our tomatoes, our freshly cut tomatoes, to the bowl. We're going to add our garlic. Next we'll add our salt and pepper to taste, and then drizzle it with the olive oil and then mix. And then once it has fully mixed, we're going to set it aside for a couple of minutes until our broccoli is done. Then we'll put this together to get our amazing broccoli casserole. Our broccoli is done, so it's time to turn the stove off. You can see by steaming it, the color is just so much brighter, a beautiful bright green. And I can take the fork and I can stick it right through. It's still firm. It's time to assemble our casserole together. So we have our tomatoes and we have our broccoli. So I'm going to take the broccoli, I'm going to add it to the tomato and just mix it up. And then we're going to put it right into a greased baking tray and top it off with cheese. Our broccoli casserole is now ready for the oven. So I forgot to tell you to preheat your oven to like 350 degrees. So go ahead and preheat your oven now. Just wait a few minutes so it can get nice and hot. Then we're going to pop it into the oven. If you have children and they don't like broccoli for some reason, they will love this broccoli dish. Just sprinkle it with some cheese and they are guaranteed to love it. Our broccoli casserole is done. Piping hot right out of the oven. It smells so good. Now it's time for us to get a taste. Ready? Now we allowed our broccoli to bake for about 15 minutes, just enough to allow the cheese to melt because we don't want to overcook our broccoli because we steamed it before. Oh, it smells so good. It's time to taste. Children will love it. That cheese sprinkled on the top and the garlicky tomato that you get. So good. Really hot. So very delicious. Even though we added tomato and cheese to our dish, the broccoli still remained the star of our dish, and you can taste that firm bite. Even though we twice cooked it, steamed it, then we baked it, it maintained its integrity. Children will absolutely love it. You have to try this dish. Broccoli casserole, now you need to try it. Now, if you enjoyed this broccoli recipe, I want you to look over here, see some of my other recipes, and once you've watched them all, just click the button below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a video. And remember to leave me a comment. I love hearing from you.